Kaden, how difficult was that sprint and how well timed was it? Because you saw those escapees get caught in the final 3K or so, the counterattacks, and there's the team, Alpes and DeKooning, leading you out, and you make it look easy. How hard was it?
Yeah, actually, the sprint itself wasn't so bad, I think, but all day was really actually such a high pace. After the two categorized climbs, we took really control, having to chase super hard. So I've got to thank my teammates, but a really quite a hard stage. Bunch always one line all day, so you can't really recover so much. And from there, we just went so fast. Then you add the rain in there as well, and it just becomes even harder to close the gap, when it becomes technical. So final 3 kilometres also with their counterattacks. I had a really strong team. I've got to shout out the boys for closing that down. I think we catched them in the final corner. And again, Planky delivered me perfectly to probably 200 metres to go. And I could have a sprint from there.
Walt's gone home, and you were the clear favorite heading into the sprint. How do you deal with that pressure? I mean, if you didn't win today, it would have kind of not only been someone else's win, it would have been Kaden Groves' loss. So how do you deal with that pressure?
Yeah, of course there's pressure. I think it's also a good thing. It means that, there's expectation, and expectation comes from my good shape and also such a strong team around me. We already saw from kilometre zero the work they put in and the belief they put into me. So it's such a really nice team victory today.
Mission complete. This is the 3rd victory, and the team came here with sprints in mind. You delivered.
Yeah, I think we delivered. It's not you cannot do it alone out there, and these guys believe in me every day in the sprints, and not even that. Also the mountain stages, they're constantly protecting me and helping us arrive within the time cut and all day pulling actually. So there's not so many days off for us, and when the guys aren't pulling on the front of the peloton, they're pulling out the back.
How's that green jersey?
Yeah, it's good to be back. Obviously, we know the circumstances, but to deliver another win today is also really special.
How tricky was that lead out in these conditions?
It was a bit tricky, of course, in the rain and the Spanish roads. It's always tricky, but there were still 3 guys in front, so. You had to take the speed and the risk, of course.
Was that timed, or I guess why did it take so long to get those 3 guys there in the final?
Yeah, it was flat, a bit wind in the back, so it was hard to catch him back. But we had a strong team, and we believe in everybody of the team. So.
How much did Kaden want to win today's stage in the green jersey today?
I think he wants to win every sprint he takes, but. To do it this way, it was extra nice, yes.
Mission complete, this is the final sprint stage?
Yeah, I think so. Now we just go to Madrid and we'll have a little party over there.
And how worried were you that you might get people attacking like Campenaerts in the last 2 or 3 kilometers?
Yeah, worried. Not really worried, but we knew it was going to happen, and we still had Ballerstedt to close the gap to those guys, so it came out pretty good, yes.
Kaden, but he was too fast.
Pavel, man, that was brutal conditions out there all day long to fight for that. I know finishing second's not what you wanted after tasting victory in this Vuelta, but how do you come away with it?
Yeah, I think first of all I would like to thank my teammates again. It was really horrible. The last 30K I was suffering on the wheels so much. So to be able to sprint for a second in Vuelta, if I would think about it 2 months ago, I would take it with all my hands. So yeah.
Where were you positioned in there? Because correct me, please, if I'm wrong, but it looked like Alpecin had control there in the final kilometer just after we swept up the final 3 escapees.
Yeah, I mean, our guys were towards the front. I was on their wheels, and then there was a late attack from Mauro Schmidt. Yeah. So Max jumped on it, which was really good. He was just sitting on the wheel. If they would not catch him, he's also really fast. So and then I found my wheel on Kaden, and I was kind of waiting. It was really sketchy the last corner, and then he started his sprint, but it was so fast I could not go around really.
That was the last chance for a sprint, but at least you can be satisfied in this Vuelta. You've got 1 win.
Oh, I'm really satisfied, to be fair. I think it would be cool to have Wout also today in the sprint to mix it up a bit, but I think we can be really happy. We had so many good results this Vuelta.
Thanks, Pavel.
Thank you.
Been targeting today for a while. Can you at least be satisfied that you're in the break, and you came pretty close.
Yeah, well, this was one of the good chances, and yeah, I hoped for a little bit stronger group because then I think we had a really good chance. So that was a little bit sad, but I'm happy with my performance and the feeling, and yeah, at the end we also came close, but it was still a bit far.
You said you hoped for a stronger group. You mean in numbers or also in watts? Also in the power of the guys who were there?
Both. Both. I mean, we had one guy who almost didn't pull half of the time, and then the Spanish guy, and then he had the Cofidis rider had a few problems, and so we needed maybe 2 more guys, and then maybe a little bit more power. Then I think we will have made it actually.
Ben, how hard is it to be a cyclist on a day like today?
It wasn't so bad. It was pretty wet, but I've had worse days on the bike.
You didn't enjoy it?
No, I mean I would have preferred sunshine and sunshine and rainbows and a very easy day, but it wasn't like that. It was a little bit tricky. You had to be on your guard, but it's not too cold, and in the end it wasn't like a very hard day, so I'm happy.
Tomorrow, how is this day? Because a day for an escape, should we see any GC changes tomorrow?
I'd be surprised, but this Vuelta has also surprised me a few times, so I think it's once again just about like the starter race, who gets up the road, and also making sure then on this this climb just before the end that nothing too funny happens. We're still in control of the race and gotta make sure it is under control.
You happy for Kaden Groves' victory today?
Yeah, another one. Super good. Aussie cycling coming to the fore again. So you got Kaden, you got me, you got Jay all in the jerseys. So it's pretty cool for Aussie cycling. Thanks, man. No worries.